Minnesota Vikings linebacker Jordan Hicks has had his contract restructured so he can stay with the Minnesota Vikings. A contract restructure is simple to a pay cut. A pay cut is where you pay some of it was it's like where you sometimes you pay some of your money back to the team that you got paid, or or part of your contract, or sometimes you don't get paid part of the money that's said to get paid in your contract, so you can stay with the team and not take up too much cap space. A restructure is when you reorganize someone's contract. So let's say Kirk Cousins has a 5-year deal with the Vikings, but he's taking up too much cap space. Let's say he gets paid like 30 million a year. And let's just pretend that takes up too much cap space. Restructuring his contract could turn it into like a 3-year deal, $15 million contract. So there are things that can change, in contracts. It's either shortening out a contract or making it longer by restructuring it or reorganizing it. So pay cuts and restructures aren't that different at all, but they're a little they're sometimes not that similar. Okay, that's not true. They're pretty similar. And the Vikings linebacker Jordan Hicks went through a contract restructure. Jordan Hicks, first of all, his background: 30 years young, 6'2", 238 pounds, pretty big guy, formerly of the Philadelphia Eagles and the Arizona Cardinals. In Week 8 against the Arizona Cardinals, in the 2022 season, Jordan Hicks had a pass breakup. It was a 4th and 2. Kyler Murray tried to drop it off to his running back. I believe it was Chase Edmonds, but then Jordan Hicks tackled him down short of the first down marker. Or either that or he broke up the pass. Either one. But he had a pretty good season with Minnesota, but sometimes his speed kind of didn't really show up in some games. He seemed a little inconsistent, and he was in the position of getting cut or traded or released from the team. So he got a restructure for his contract, either that or a pay cut. So that way he can stay with Minnesota. And I'm surprised that the Vikings haven't released Harrison Smith already. I'm actually pretty glad that we at least kept one of our veterans who mean a lot to us. So Jordan Hicks hopefully he can be a better player next year, go into 2023 strong. But a guy who I'm really interested in, Brian Asamoah. Brian Asamoah will be a 2023 breakout player, in my opinion. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Ever since that fumble recovery in week 16 against the New York Giants in winter whiteout game, he forced a fumble against the Giants tight end. Bam, punched the ball out of his hands. Then bam, recovered it, and bam, ran with the ball and got tackled down, but gave the Vikings great field position. Brian Asamoah, breakout player of the year in 2023. He could end up starting over Jordan Hicks. It's entirely possible. It is entirely possible. And I feel like it could happen in the near future. And I still haven't given up on Harrison not Harrison Smith. Of course I haven't given up on Harrison Smith, but I haven't given up on Jordan Hicks either. I have not given up on Jordan Hicks either, because he is still that guy. He could still manage being a linebacker too. Sorry, I can't talk right now. He can still manage being a linebacker too on the team, or if we want to get really crazy, if we want to get really, really, really crazy, bam, put Brian Asamoah at starter. Put Brian Asamoah at starter. Why not? Why not? I would try that out. Or if you want to shoot for experience and not speed and breakout players and strength, you could put Jordan Hicks at starter and then Brian Asamoah at linebacker too, and that's a win-win, because that way they still both end up playing, especially now that Eric Kendricks isn't on the team anymore. I don't know. Would you guys go for experience and put Jordan Hicks as starter, or go for breakout fire hit sticks and fumble recoveries and just boom right to the football? Brian Asamoah, what would you guys do? You can leave that in the comment below. But Jordan Hicks is pretty lucky that the Vikings are giving him another chance, especially given the fact that he was very inconsistent last year. But he still made some pretty good plays and was a huge part of our defense. And he seemed to like the Ed Donatel defensive scheme, surprisingly. But now that Brian Flores, with an aggressive mind, very smart, aggressive, brainiac mind, We'll see what he'll do with Jordan Hicks. We'll see what the team will decide for Jordan Hicks. But as of right now, Jordan Hicks is going to have a contract restructure, so he'll stay with Minnesota. What are your thoughts on our thoughts? Minnesota Vikings linebacker Jordan Hicks went through a contract restructure. Let us know in the comments below your thoughts on our thoughts. Until next time, thanks for watching, and Skol Vikings. See you later.